Well, we are going to kick today off with some big roundness in the hole here. Came in low 80s signal. Let's see what we've got. Oh, I'm not seeing anything on it yet. It's concave. I don't see any holes yet either, though. But that doesn't mean they're not there. Oh, there it is. There's the hole. So, looks like I've got plain part of a button. So I'm going to look around here a bit further and see if we can't find the rest of this. See you then. This one made me work for it all the way down full length of the pinpointer here. And it just kicked out off to the side there. I think we have a US. Yep, we do. And this is just a couple inches away from where I got that big concave roundness. So, keep checking this area out. See you at the next. Well, that first signal turned out to just be a blank disc, missing the design piece probably from a hat. And then the second one that was nearby is this US collar disc. Cleaned up pretty nice. Not bad at all. Let's see what I get next. Alright, I just pulled this collar disc under some moss on a rotten log here. So that looks like rifles that are crossed, which is what? Cavalry? No, those are swords. So infantry. That's it. This one should clean up nice. See you at the next. I believe we have our first utensil for the day. Let's see what this is. Big. Another big old spoon. Well, I'll have to clean it up later and see if it says anything. See you at the next. Another big spoon and no markings that I've been able to see on this. Obviously, I have not cleaned it completely off, but not getting any indication that there might be something on it. So. And I've just unearthed what appears to be a padlock. There we go. Definitely gonna have to work on this one. It looks like it has vertical stripes on it. Huh. Let's see what that is. Off to the next. Here is that padlock. It definitely has vertical stripes, and I just went through my padlock collection. I don't have one like this. And it is a key in the bottom and an eagle brand and kind of a teardrop shape to it. So it's a different one. One of these today, but this one is a lot bigger and thinner, so I think it might be an older style. Look forward to cleaning it up. Seeing what it's got on it. It's pretty light for a lock too. It's interesting. Alright, well here it is. Cleaned up as much as I could get it. Back-to-back padlocks. There was actually quite a bit of distance between those two, but this is a bucket lister for me. I have never before gotten a padlock that has the keyhole on the front. So very happy about that. It's a lot lighter than the other padlock and skinnier. So I'm very happy with this. All I can see is that it's, military green. I cannot see any name or anything else on it, but happy to have it. Well, now we know it's a hunt. Got my 13 stars. See you at the next. Well, when I went to load up my car this morning, I opened up the back and found a 13 stars button. This one rolling around back there, so that must be from last week that had fallen out of my bag. And then this shinier one is the one I dug out this week. So brought two home with me today. Here's an oldie. It's empty. Well, Kodak film case. That's kind of cool. I like that. It'll clean up nice. Film case. Cleaned up quite nice still. Nothing inside of it, but I look forward to putting this in a display case. It's a nice pop of color. And then right next to it, I didn't film it, but I also pulled out this small glass bottle, and it doesn't have what was in it on it. It says ½ ounce and then 49. It says 13 to 49. I'm going to assume it is from 1949 and USA on the bottom. So another interesting little one. Alright, I've got a familiar shape in the hole. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. Ooh, this is a full address kind. Troy White. I think tetanus shot in 41. I'll show you what it looks like. This is actually the same hole that dog tag came out of. I just rechecked it. Kind of got a different angle on it, and this is flipped over backwards. Let's see if there's something on the front of it. There's a post in it, so that's promising. Oh yeah, we've got an eagle. Let's see what it looks like cleaned up. I've got a sweet little spot here. I'm just inches away from that dog tag and that hat emblem, and look at that. Another tag. Let's see if it isn't a matching one. Oh my goodness, I think it is. I think we had a set. Can't really tell. It's a short name. Maybe not. Looks like Troy though still. Now we'll clean them up and we'll see if I've got two matching ones. That'd be awesome. Well, that was a great little spot. It's actually real close to one of my favorite places out there where I could probably just sift the soil and find all kinds of things. But the first time I've gotten a set of dog tags, never did find a chain or anything. Maybe it was on a leather or a rope that's deteriorated. But we have Mr. Miller here, so I'll do some looking up on him. And then also out of that came the hat insignia, which cleaned up very nice. It's a Great Seal larger emblem there. Can't ask for more. Hello all, so I seem to have lost a video from my digs this weekend, and in that I dug up all of these buckles and little snap pieces out of one hole. And these buckles up here are different from anything else that I have found. They've got this little middle section. So I have these books, two of them, which I absolutely love for World War II stuff. And they are the GI Collector's Guide, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And they're pictures, just pictures of tons of stuff. So this is how I try to identify a lot of what I have found. And you can see on these gas mask bags, similar hooks. There we go. But if you notice on the bag, there are not any of these little clasps on the gas bags. So close, but not quite a match. But I also found, let me open it up here, these bags, which do have both types of hooks. You can see the little pointy ones here. And these are for carrying chemical mortar. And so both are the chemical warfare section of the Army. And so I'm going to head back to that area because that is a color disc I don't have. And maybe I'll luck out and pull one out of there. But so I assume one of these bags deteriorated and I just found the leftover metal bits. And I'm quite happy to have them. And last up for the day are the things I did not film. I stumbled across this Honeydew beverage, which I'm a Mountain Dew fan, but I don't know about Honeydew. It does have this nice bottling thing on the back that's made here in Seattle, Washington. I couldn't quite make out a date. I think there's a very, very faint on the bottom. I think it was a 30-something, which fits with the era of the stuff I was digging out of that particular spot. So Honeydew beverages. I also pulled out a lot of lead and a couple of bullets there, as well as the bottom to this first aid kit, and a couple of little tiny bits of tin like this one and this one in that same area. And I noticed there were letters, so I kind of cleaned it up, and you can actually see first on this one. So this was probably the top to this first aid tin. I also got some nice projectiles, including this big one. So I find these all the time, and I'm polishing them up because they're making a shadow box. And I might have to figure out how to fit this big one in. I was just about finished needing one more of these, so might do a little rearranging with that. I got a fuse, which has a whole bunch of patent dates on it. You can see 1916, there's a 1917 somewhere on it, 1920 being the latest of the patent dates listed on it. You can see it's a 30 amp. So just an interesting older fuse. I got this bottle cap. It's pretty thin, super light, but has held up well. And this appears to be W. Teachers and Sons Scotch. I have not found any advertisement or a picture of a bottle that has this type of cap. I got 2 of the Officer's Web Belt buckles, and then this little piece here, which I am undecided as to what it is. If it was a pin, you can see the back of it had some iron that might have looped down. It looks familiar, but it also doesn't look that fancy, so I'm still working out what this might be. Need to flip through that book again. It's amazing, every time I flip through those 2 things, I swear I see more stuff, so I'll let you know if I figure that out.